What's going on, guys? We are back with another video. It's the big one. Manchester Derby preview. Man United against Man City at Old Trafford. And it's one of the biggest games of the season. Arguably the biggest game of the season. There's so much, to talk about going into this game. Michael Carrick's first game back as interim manager. City are in the title race. We're looking to bounce back after what happened last week against Brighton. I feel like that game put the club at an all-time low. Even me just being at the stadium, the atmosphere was really bad. Mainly because we've lost. There was confidence going into that game. Everybody thought we was gonna win, but after the game, the vibe was really bad, man. Even me, that journey back home to London was just depressing, man. And a lot's been going on social media. There's a letter from the 1958 group, something like that, saying that United is broken and all of that. Fans ain't happy. The club ain't in a good space right now, man. And the best way to try and change that will be to get a win against City. But it's going to be very difficult because at the moment, City are on very good form. They've won their last two games. They smashed Exeter 10-1. They got a good win against Newcastle. Semenyo, new signing. He's gone in there, settled, scoring goals. And they want to close the gap on Arsenal. So it's going to be a tough test. City are the favourites. People are expecting them to win, but we've been there before. For the last, 12 years, City have always been the favourites against us. And even in those times, we've managed to get results against them, even in the FA Cup final. I believe we can win this game. I still look at this Man United team and I think it's good. There's quality there, man. Don't let the bad situation that we're in as a club, the managerial change, the whole season, Grimsby, Brighton, don't let all of that make you think that this ain't a good squad. Because on paper, our attack is as good as anybody in the league. We've got a big boost. Ahmad and Mbeumo were back from AFCON, very, very needed. They've been out for nearly a month. We've missed them. We've had no wingers. Them being back will be a big boost ahead of this game. Yeah, the quality is there, man. Sesko, Cunha, Mbeumo, Ahmad, Bruno. We have the players to hurt City. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a win. I've seen worse teams beat Man City. Last season, for example, Hoyland up front. We went there and got a win. I remember that team under Van Gaal, young Rashford on the come up, young Martial. We went to the Etihad and won. So I've seen worse teams win. So this team is good enough, man. I think there's a problem in the defensive area. Maguire might start. He came on for a bit against Brighton, but we're missing De Ligt, our leader, in my opinion, our best centre-back. So what partnership does Carrick go with in this game? He'll probably go with Maguire and Sandro, more experienced. Aidan Heaven's been playing well as of recent, but he was only in the team down to injuries. Now we're getting players back. You can sense that he'll go lower down the pecking order. He'll be on the bench. He'll be a squad player, which is fine because he's still relatively young. There's no pressure on him to start. In midfield, I would go with Ugarte and Casemiro. Some people might say Casemiro, Mainu, but we need more security. And as much as people don't rate Ugarte, I feel like when he plays with Casemiro, he looks better. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they play well together. They both speak Spanish. Casemiro, he's experienced, he's a leader. So you can imagine he'll be guiding Ugarte. Even under Ruud van Nistelrooy, they played really well. Against Newcastle, they played really well. And in these next two games against City and Arsenal, I definitely think we need to go with Casemiro and Ugarte for more security, because we're coming up against top players. We're coming up against Foden, Bernardo Silva, Rodri, Semenyo, Cherki. Like, we need extra security in that midfield. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting to see what he does in attack. There's been lots of talks. Like, a lot of United fans want Cunha dropped. I understand, because with Ahmad and Bumo back, you want direct wingers. You want more width. You know, Cunha, he's almost like a central player. Like, he likes to drop deep, like playing central positions. Like, he's not really like an out-and-out winger. So I've been saying for weeks, I think Cunha should play in the 9. But Sesko's on good form right now. It wouldn't be fair to drop him. So it'll be interesting. You can imagine that Mbumo will come straight back into the team on that right-hand side. I think who plays on that left is going to be interesting to see. It could be Cunha, it could be Ahmad, it could even be Mainu. Carrick might decide, let's pack out the midfield, play Mainu on the left. We're going to have to wait and see, but I think we're good enough to win this game, man. I'm not letting form, like, with the way the season's going, like, make me think this team ain't good enough. Because especially in the Manchester derby, like, form goes out of the window. We've seen that a lot of times. Even City at their worst, like under Ferguson, like, they would beat us. So yeah, I'm not worried about form. The players are there. Carrick just needs to pick the right team. The players need to step up. It's a big game. You know, the fans are sad right now. The club is in a bad state. Let's build some morale. You know, let's build some confidence within the fan base, within the club. And the best way to do that will be to win against your local rivals. It'll be the perfect way, you know, to give something to the fans, you know, because it's bragging rights at the end of the day. So the players need to step up, man. I'm counting on the players between now and the end of the season. You know, Carrick's there as an interim manager. I'm counting on these players because I believe they're good. You know, Sesko, Cunha, Bumo, Ahmad, Bruno. These are top players, man. Even add Casemiro to that, Maguire, Delete. These are top players, man. And I'm counting on them between now and the end of the season. Like, let's get Champions League football. You know, we're out of all cup competitions. There's only European football to play for. Let's do that, man. This is where the players have to step up, make themselves, like, be counted. So, Manchester derby on Saturday. I believe we can win, but at the same time, it can go either way. You know, City, they're on really good form. They've got Haaland, he hasn't scored in a couple games. It'll be just like him to turn up and score against us. Semenyo always scores against us. Foden always scores against us. We saw what Cherki did against us in the Europa League. It could get dark, but on our day, like, we've seen good performances, man. I know we lost against Arsenal, but I liked our performance that game. We beat Liverpool, we beat Newcastle, we beat Chelsea, so we have it in us, man. As much as Amram ain't here, people didn't like him. He's right. On our day, I do think we can beat anybody. And let's make a statement, man. And let's bring some happiness to the fans. Michael Carrick's first game back. You know, I'm very happy with the appointment. And it's going to be interesting to see how he sets up in this game. And that's me. That's the Manchester derby preview. That's all I'm going to say. Hopefully, we can get the result. I wouldn't be mad at a draw, but you want to win. You know what I'm saying? So, thank you to everybody watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next video. Love.